Wednesday night, clear to partly cloudy, low 23. High of 33 on Thursday, lots of sunshine. Thursday night, clear to partly cloudy, low near 19. High of 40 on Friday with occasional sun. Saturday, high of 47. I'm meteorologist Laura Lockwood. Right now, 30. 98.7 Kiss Country.
This time of the day, or this time of the week, actually, I'd like to take a moment and find out what's going on as people make their commute to work. Is there any, road construction or detours in the roadways? And the guy that would know and be able to tell us would be a guy named Pete Helmstead. Good morning, Pete.
Wow, and I'm here. What a coincidence.
How about that?
Yeah.
Did you have any road construction on the way to work today?
I did not.
Oh, okay.
No.
That means things might be getting, finished up and done.
Yeah, it's pretty slim out there in our area. We've got some work still going on Iowa 9 west of Osage, but again, that's off the road, so it might just be a shoulder closure. So that should maybe be going on for a week or so. There's still work going on the Floyd interchange. They're hauling in dirt, but every day we get closer to the ground freezing, and that's when that work will stop too. And again, all that work is off the road, so there's no traffic control going through the area. The one that's continuing is the two bridge replacement project down at Belmont on US 69, and that one is going to probably be going until about Christmas. So just be aware of that. They're getting done what they can get done when their weather allows. We'll hopefully be pouring the bridge decks during the week of Thanksgiving, and then we still got guardrail and barrier rail, but we're making progress. So bear with us. We'll get that thing open as soon as we can.
In the meantime, the plows just kind of sit there and wait until that white stuff falls to the ground.
Actually, they've been out quite a few times the last week or so with treating bridges for frost. When we get a frost forecast that says there's a good chance of frost, whatever, they'll go out and treat the bridges. So try to keep frost from forming, treat other problem areas. When we got the snow, I believe Friday, they were out several times because some places it was building up on the road. So no, they haven't been out in large numbers, but it's still good to be aware that these kind of conditions, there can still be plows out on the road. So be ready for them. Make sure you're paying attention and you're ready for winter driving.
You know what? I just hit my first winter driving experience for this year on this past week. I can't remember if it was Friday or Saturday night. Going home, after work, and the wife's, so nice sitting next to me, in the Jeep, and we go over one of the bridges. This is in town, Pete.
Sure.
And all of a sudden, I started like fishtail. I'm going, whoa!
Yeah.
It was like, what? She goes, looks like it's a little slippery on the bridge. You think? I mean,
yeah, I can. I tell you what, the one example I always use was several years ago. I was going home for Thanksgiving, see my parents and family in North Dakota, and going up I-35 over the bridges at Albert Lee. We didn't have any snow or anything on the ground.
Right.
And I hit that bridge at 70 miles per hour, and the back end of my pickup tried to pass the front end.
Oh, sure.
But yeah, I straightened it out, and the crazy part about it was that right away I looked in my rearview mirror to make sure that somebody wasn't coming up behind me quick to rear end me. I bet you I saw 4 or 5 vehicles go over that bridge, and every single one of them fishtailed.
Yeah.
So it can happen fast this time of year. So be aware of it.
And kids, this is experienced drivers here. Me and Pete, we've been on the roadways a lot with the bad weather. And you got to slow down because as a parent, Pete, you try and remind your kids all the time, slow down. Don't use your cruise control this time of the year, certain times of the year. And I know, Dad. I'm going, okay, whatever. So don't call me when you're in the ditch.
Yeah, no, those are very good points, especially the cruise control thing. If there's any chance of ice, whatever, stay away from it. And this is also a really good time to make sure that your vehicle is ready for winter. Have that winter survival kit, have the booster cables, get your battery checked, make sure you have the right air pressure in your tires. Just a lot of those things can really save you some headaches when you do come to the time when you really need to have those winter driving skills.
Yeah, it's something that we all need to remember, even though you could talk and talk and talk about it, but it's still, you go, oh boy, that's the first for the year.
Yeah, and unfortunately, And it's just human nature again, unfortunately, but it doesn't really hit home to somebody until, they get stuck in a ditch or they end up having to help somebody stuck in a ditch. And, we really need to make sure people take this stuff seriously before something bad happens to them and makes them realize they have to take it seriously, because preventing it is even more important than dealing with it after it happens.
Well, and technology has really caught up to our lives over the last year and a half, 2 years, with staying at home and working from home, schools from home.
Yep.
All of that is going on. I remember when I would stay, I lived in Garner and Clemmy and all that it would, I'd always tell people when I was on the air, whether I was home or in the studio.
Sure.
Because I would get text messages during the morning if I'm at home. They're going, "How did you make it to work?"
Sure. Right.
But, and of course, keeping in close contact with the DOT and the state patrol and all that to see what the roads are like, and going, do I come over to work or not? Because every time I'd stay in Mason City, it wouldn't do anything.
Sure.
So I'm going, you know what? I don't want to go to work today, so I'm going to stay home tonight, and it'll be fine. There'll be nothing on the roadways.
Well, having that option is really nice, especially like you said, when there's any chance of severe weather or not the best road conditions.
Yeah, and the best thing to do with the road conditions is go to the 511ia.org to get the latest road reports and look at the snow plows. And again, when you see some of those pictures on the plows, and I'll tell you right from experience, because I've done the same thing, even talking with sheriffs and state patrols and the DOT, the pictures don't necessarily do the weather justice, because it go, wow, that doesn't look that bad. But then you get out there and you're like, whoa.
Yeah, and I know we talked about this a little bit last week. It's, it can vary so much from mile to mile.
Yeah.
And the other thing to keep in mind, excuse me, is with those snowplow cameras, you got to remember how high these drivers are sitting up. So they're going to have much better visibility than you are sitting down in a car. Right. So yeah, they're a great help. They're a great resource to give you an idea. But remember, they probably are a little bit better than what you're seeing, just because of where those drivers are sitting and where where that picture is coming from with that camera compared to where you're probably sitting down in your car.
Yeah. And of course, from my experience driving between Garner and Ventura, and a lot of people that drive that roadway on Highway 18, I don't know what we call it. Is it Highway 18 or 122? 122.
No, it's Highway 18 there.
Oh, it is. Okay.
Yep.
So that is the worst drive between that, because it's all wide open country.
Right.
And you're talking blowing snow. The visibility is horrible. So if you leave Garner, you headed towards Mason City, you go, wow, it's only going to get better from here.
Right.
As you get to Clear Lake, it gets a little bit better. Mason City, Clear Lake, it's drivable. And then you get to Mason City and go, it ain't so bad, but you're in town.
Right.
Now,
yeah, there's always you can you talk to some of our shop supervisors, and every single one of them will tell you a problem spot on, each highway, because of the terrain, the open area, lack of trees, like
right.
a wind tunnel, whatever. There are all types of areas. And yeah, like you said, just because you're driving and it seems pretty good, within a half mile, all of a sudden you can be in whiteout conditions.
Right. Yeah. So it's things to keep in mind. And again, a very valuable app that the Iowa DOT has. And that app it's a 511ia.org.
Yep. That is correct.
But the app is just 511ia.
Correct. Yep. Yeah. That's it. And it has all the same stuff on it.
Exactly. So don't do it while you're driving, obviously. Do it before you take off and go, you know what? I think it's good to stay in town.
And also, there's so much information available on it. Not a bad idea to have it. You're sitting watching TV during a commercial or whatever. Take it out and just go through it. See what's there. See the different layers you can choose. See the different options you can have. That way you're familiar with it when you need it.
Exactly. So always good stuff right there, Pete, to talk to you on a Tuesday. And we're just waiting for the snow to start flying.
Yeah. Don't hold your breath. It'll get here soon enough. We'll just enjoy these quiet days as much as we can.
Well, just remember it's a little thing called the wait and see forecast, I like to call it.
Yep. Yeah. We'll get there.
All right. Either way, Pete, have yourself a wonderful week. All right.
All right. You do the same, Jay.
All right. Remember, if you get a chance, go out and buy a truck. But that ain't my truck. It's Red Atkins.
She's been going out with him. She She's been going out with